How's it going, YouTube? Archinook417 here. Today I'm riding the 2016 Harley Davidson CVO Pro Street Breakout. And yes, that is a mouthful, but this is a special edition of the Breakout. The MSRP on this is $25,000, but it's got a beautiful paint job. It looks black from my point of view, but I'll show you after. It's got beautiful goldish copper stripes on the side. It's got a nice air intake on the side here. Exhaust sounds really good already. I'm not sure if this is a stock exhaust or not, but I'm sure it's got a little bit of an upgraded exhaust because of the special edition. I love this gauge cluster up front. It's just one gauge here. You have the RPM going in an analog fashion, and then you have your speedometer in digital. It's got a gas gauge on it. The throttle's a little touchy though, so I'm trying to be easy on the throttle. It's a little touchy, especially at lower gears and stuff. So first impressions when I first jumped on this bike, it felt very heavy, of course. I rode the Indian Scout 60 last week and a few GSXRs. So of course those are gonna feel light compared to this. But yeah, when I first jumped on it, felt a little bit heavy. It's got some great torque already. I can feel it. I'm in too high of a gear for it though, but we'll see. We'll get on the freeway here. So in terms of going around a corner, it takes a little bit of work. To get it around the corner here, but nothing too bad. Oh, get it out of this ridge. There is a little bit of vibration. Actually, I'd say a lot of vibration. If you're on the throttle at all, the engine vibrates the whole bike. Of course, it's a V-twin, it's a Harley. But when you let off the accelerator like this, it's nice and smooth. Taking this corner here. Feels good leaning it over at higher speeds. No problems there. Nice and smooth through that corner. I wouldn't say it's flickable. And what I mean by flickable is you can turn it as quickly as you want. You can flick it over to the side. Some people think that the word flickable shouldn't be used to ride, but if you ride, you know what that means. I'm in 6th gear right now. I'm gonna roll on the throttle a little bit. Let's see. Okay, there's not too much. 6th gear at 70 miles per hour. There's honestly not that much power, but it'll start going. You know, you can a quick shift down will give you all the power you need. So this bike has the 110 cubic inch engine, which I think the Softail Slim S has that one. And yeah, it's a torque monster for sure. I think the regular Breakouts have 103 cubic inch. This is 110, 112 foot-pounds of torque, or pound-feet of torque, however you call it. Let's see, neutral, boom, like that. Super easy to find. Let's give it a little rev here. Sounds pretty good. It sounds like a stock exhaust still, but with a little bit of a tone. Taking off from a stop is super easy. If you let out the clutch nice and slow, the bike will start moving by itself. You barely have to give it any gas. The throttle's very, very responsive. Like, you can turn it just a little bit, and you're already pulling. You're already pulling. So that's the one thing I'm trying to control right now, is the throttle around the corners. Since it's a little more difficult to turn, maybe because of the weight, maybe because of the dimensions, but that's one of the reasons it doesn't turn well, is the fat rear tire. Yeah, I have to take it easy around the corners here and really control the throttle. So I'm gonna try and be nice and smooth. So yeah, going around that corner, obviously I'm not used to this bike. I just jumped on it. So I'm not going to be able to throw it around corners that easily. It is a little more difficult to throw it around corners than, let's say, you know, a sport bike or a smaller cruiser. But it's like anything in life, if you practice it, if you do it more often than one time, then you get good at it. I like the seating position. It's comfortable. I'm almost straight up here. My arms are outstretched, but I can definitely relax when I still have some slack. It's not uncomfortable like the V-Rod, where you're kind of in a clamshell position. The foot pegs are a little bit more forward. Brakes feel good. You kind of have to give it a lot of pull before it'll stop. Suspension, I had no problems. It's actually, it's firm, but it's on the softer side, if that makes sense. So it handles well. It doesn't dip too bad when you brake, but it doesn't beat you up on the street like the Sportsters do. So there's a big air filter right here. That's pretty cool. It looks good. I haven't really noticed any problems with my knee touching it. I've been riding with my legs wide open, and so you don't really touch the air filter unless you bring your leg in, and then you're only touching the tube of it. So it's not that intrusive like some of the other Harleys. So overall, I like this Harley Breakout, the CVO Pro Street Breakout. Is it worth 25 grand? I don't know. It's hard to say. The Softail Slim is a lot cheaper, and it has the same engine and same layout, that one right there. I've ridden that one, so I don't know. I don't know if it's worth 25 grand, but it is a good looking bike, definitely. Rides well, I like it. Give it a little peek. That's one of the reasons it doesn't turn well, is the fat rear tire.